Generic greetings and welcome to Preview plus Space Rogue Explore Panic Fight. This is a space-based roguelike. The idea is that you have a ship and a crew, and within a sector you can go to different areas, and them areas could include things like asteroids or nebula or planets you can mine, pirates you have to fight, random droids and robots that want to kill you because of reasons, or you can just buy things from a space station, and once you get to the end of a sector you jump to the next one and continue on and on and on and on until you get to the end and then beat the big bad boss or do whatever your final objective is. I must confess I haven't got that far because I've only played about an hour and 10 minutes of this game, so this is just a first impressions, certainly a preview, nothing more. If you're thinking, hang on, I've pretty much heard this premise before, a game where you have a ship and a crew and you travel from sector to sector. If you're thinking this sounds a little bit like FTL, then you are 100% spot on with your assessment, and some people are going to like that and some people are going to hate that. I'm just going to show you a little bit of the game and you can make your own mind up. So I'm going to go to custom game. Oh, by the way, for some reason it says up there I'm level 1 and space points 13 with games of 1. I don't know why that is, because I've died at least 3 times while playing this game and I've restarted it about 6 times, so I don't know why that hasn't counted my other games. Anyway, let's just go to custom game. And one of the things I like immediately is you can pretty much alter everything. So this is going to randomly generate a world. So obviously there's the seed on the bottom there. You can say, or galaxy, or not a world rather. You can say, oh, I want a different size. I can say more credits, less credits. Basically, you can change everything. Ship strength, you know, where is it? Where is actual weapon power? There you go. Enemy weapon power minus 50%. No, we'll put that back there. We're going to put points rate at there, the basic one, and we'll just click start. But the fact that you can change all that, I really, really like. And I must confess, one of the great things about the game is that it's presented very well. It's even though this is early access, so the typical disclaimers apply of nothing you see is final, everything is subject to change and all of that, it is very, very glossy and does feel nice and polished already in the way it looks, not particularly in the way it plays, but we'll get on to that later. A fleet of rebel robots threatens all biological species with destruction. Galactic Council has hired some brave adventurers to seek out the leader of the mad machine. Eliminating him will surely stop the uprising, but where is the leader? Only the robots themselves know. So we'll click continue. And as you can see, we're in a sector. So, quick run down the UI. Top left, we've got our ship's overall health and shields. We've also got some nice little readouts for our systems on the ship. This is our ship over here. Can't actually show you at the moment. We can actually look at the map. There we go. We're in that little bit there. Looks like we're trying to get to over there. So that's interesting. But I don't really care about that one, to be honest with you. I've only managed to travel 2 sectors before exploding. It seems to be quite difficult. I'm really, really bad at it. But I've seen other people's videos as well, and it seems to be a common occurrence. You can see we've got little jump lines between the different systems, so we know that that's an unexplored region. All of these are unexplored regions, but you can see that that one is obviously a harmful radiation because it's a big, well, it's a big star there. There we've got Cornus, which is next to us there. Oh, top right was our sort of credits and our tritanium ore. Yeah, some ores and stuff. Anyway. Oh yeah, actually we can click on ship and I can show you my ship there. There you go. Nice 3D ship. It's got this weird sort of like curved aesthetic. I think it's sort of American 1950s American dinery. It's a bit weird. Anyway, we've got our crew. I might as well show you all of this now. So we've got our different crew on the left. So there's our captain there. You can mouse over every single one of them. As I said, the way it presents everything is very, very polished, and you can pretty much see a lot of the details you would want. Some things not so much. Like when you get damaged, for example, you might get little sparks off consoles, but it won't tell you up here that it's actually damaged. But anyway, I can get my captain. I'll put him in the main computer and actually sit there and actually type away at the computer there. Now we've got like a little sort of melee guy here. That's a warrior. We're going to send our repair guys as well. They've got different classes. As you can see, it says class engineer there, and they've got a bunch of statistics that actually read out and such. We've got weapons on the bottom. We can set it to auto if we wanted to, but each weapon again has a bunch of statistics. So there's a missile launcher that'll go through shields. There's a nice sort of small laser that sort of blasts away and does a bit of damage. We've also got a couple of abilities as well, which is quite good. So focus fire increases damage dealt to selected system. That's all right. And emergency repair, we can say click that and then emergency repair like a sector or something like that. You know, there might be reason to do that. We've also got teleport as well, which is very, 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 very dangerous, which I'll get onto that later on. We can also click on ship. And we can see, there we are, the FR Alamo, New Federation frigate. Not very powerful, but well-balanced vessel. Very, very good. And obviously, shields, evasion chance, all of that sort of stuff. Again, if you're thinking, this seems pretty much FTL, you're right. I'm just going to get it out the way now. It's pretty much a copy of FTL, but in 3D. And I think, I mean, I don't know what the developers think about that, but you can clearly see where the inspirations come from on this one. Like I said, some people are going to think that's bad, some people are going to like it. Anyway. You can see how we've got different crew as well. When you click on that, you can see you can actually level them up as well. But it does cost. They have to get They have to get some experience up to the top, and then you can level them up. But it does cost some creds to do that. You can also do the same with your engine and things like that. So you can see I can upgrade my engine, but it does cost 5 ores and stuff. And we've only got 5 cargo. We've got nothing in there. Anyway, that's pretty much the rundown of the UI and the ship and such. Let's actually jump the ship, and we'll get to a different sector. So we're going to go to Kornos, and obviously we're going to see what happens here. So you meet a lost automated battle drone. It takes you for an aggressive target and begins offensive maneuver. So battle stations. So we're going to zip down in here, and as you can see, their ship's over on the right hand side. So it's an ST model 961. I've currently paused, so I can order things around if I wanted to. It looks like they don't have any atmosphere in there. They have a couple of systems. They have the main computer, they have weapon systems, they have engines, and they have shields. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to target my missiles. As you can see, I've only got 5, and target them on their shield there. Obviously, they've got some health there as well. That's not good. I'm going to click on cam, and you can zip over there. So they've got what looks like to be some sort of battle droid. There we go. Basically, you can see from the colours what they are. So that's an engineer because he's yellow, red shirt, obviously very melee and combat orientated there, and probably die very, very quickly. As I said about the teleport, you have to be very, very cautious with it. One of the really, I mean, I'm just going to get out the way now, right? I have rage quit this game a couple of times because when you teleport stuff across, you can fight away and fight away and fight away, and as soon as you kill the last person, it goes, well done, and then then basically the ship just disappears and so you loot it. Anyone on board just dies, is gone. So I had 2 aggressive melee crew, and I wanted to do the whole board them and take them over. As soon as I sent them over, in fact, at one point I sent that guy over there as well as my captain. There was only 1 person on board their ship. I killed them, and it went, oh, there you go, you've killed the ship, well done. Oh, but your captain's been lost. Oh, well, thanks. I'm pretty sure he's on that ship, and the ship's fine, but, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so don't really use the teleporter unless you pretty much need to. You can teleport over, kill a crew, and come back, but yeah, it's a bit risky. So, I've targeted that system there. I'm going to probably use my focus fire and focus fire on that area there. And what that does is it allows me to do a bit more damage. So I'm going to unpause it, and you see there's a missile come away, and I'll fire a laser as well. So there's the missile hit, which will take the shields down, and then we'll fire once more with a laser, and we'll put that on auto there, and we'll say target that sector there. And all that's going to happen is they're going to keep firing. Let's go back to my areas, and as you can see, they're hitting my shields. You can see it pops up in the center where my shields are going down. We've also got that up there as well, which shows us our shields. So we're just going to click over. It looks like I am damaging their shields quite nicely. I'm going to target their weapons now. We'll zip back over, and looks like my shields are holding actually, which is quite good. That is not bad at all. There we go. We're trying to hit their weapons. Looks like they are... No, I was going to say, looks like, yeah, they're gone. There we go, and their ship is gone. Excellent. You thank the crew. Salvage your ship's wreckage. So, 34 credits, 19 experience, and Human Engineer 1 has joined our crew. Excellent, fantastic. So let's get the captain over there. Let's get our other engineer. We're going to put them in... Is that the reactor or is that the engines? I believe that's the... Oh, that's life support. We're going to put the other people around here. Scatter them about. So, we're outside Kornos, so we can actually... mine that if we want to. It does cost a little bit to mine, so 20 credits to mine. I'm going to mine though, and it's going to go and send a little drone over there. I don't know why there's a bit of a delay. It gets a bit annoying after a while. Right, so we have to mine, and basically we can mine any of these areas here. The chances of success are based on the color, but also you could break your pick and find different things. So I'm going to try and mine here, and you've got useless rocks and managed to save a drill for reuse. Excellent. So I didn't use one of my drills. I've only got 4 drill attempts. So let's click here. You've got some useless rocks. That's not good, so I've used one of my drills. Let's click over the top there. You've got 1 titanium. Excellent, not bad, keep mining. Found useless rocks, but I've got my drill to reuse. Keep going, 1 titanium, and 1 titanium. 3, that's actually quite good. So we'll collect that and leave, and we'll continue. Fantastic, so we've got 3 bits of ore. Let me just check on my ship. You have to actually click on ship to access your crew. You can't say click on your crew here and say level up. It's a bit weird that way. Crew and that guy there, you can see they've all got experience. Not enough to level up. Okay, so we'll go jump, and we'll jump to another sector. So we can only really go there, so Ardro, and we'll head over. So, several pirate ships fly towards you. They're entering... Look at that ship. That's like a space train. They're firing erratically in all directions and shouting profane songs over the radio. It's our captain's birthday here. Take this. We're being good today. The pirates eject a container towards you and depart. So what will that be? 36 credits and 25 experience. well, that's good. Let's do a bit more mining then. So, again, we'll send the drone over there. It's going to take a little while to get there. And zoom. There we go. And we will mine. Oh, so the chance of me breaking things here is going to be quite high. I found some useless rocks. 2 titanium. You've run into a trap and cost 13 credits. And 2 titanium. There we go. And that's pretty much ran out. See, the whole mining thing, I do like that this exists. But I think it needs to be expanded than just you click in the zones where you think you can mine. Anyway. We're going to collect that and leave, and you can see we lost 13 credits, but we gained 4 titanium, which is good. I don't know if it's titanium, I'm just going to call it ores from now on. We're not going to go to ship, we're just going to jump again. So, where do you want to go to? Looks like it's a meteor swarm outside of a planet with rings, or we can go to Merit. I'm going to go to the meteor swarm with planets and rings. Look at that. Oh, that's nice. You fly past a long since destroyed orbital base. Suddenly, automated sentry appears from the debris. It attacks you. Oh, okay. Look at that. That's actually, looks like it's a manufactured ring. It's like Halo or whatever. That looks pretty cool. Right, so we are paused again. Let's have a look at their ship. So it's another automated thing, so I can't teleport stuff over, or I wouldn't want to teleport stuff over because it has got no oxygen. What's their weapons? It's a medium laser, so it's energy 1. Its accuracy is 120%, so I don't think it actually misses. Damage shot 4 and shots 2, so that's actually quite a quite a powerful weapon. I'm going to target their shields and also going to say focus fire on their weapons. And then what will happen is when I pause it, I'll fire the missile and then delay. Looks like my missile missed anyway, so that's bad. So I'll just have to keep firing here. And eventually, I'm going to get shot to hell. So there we go. I'm managing to shoot. There we go. Looks like the rocks are hitting them now. Actually, that's a good thing. I might as well target. There we go. Their weapons are gone. I might as well just target their shields, because obviously rocks will start hitting them as well. As you can see, we've got Meteor Swarm on the top right there. All ships taking damage from asteroids, and obviously it says Meteor Swarm 1 because I guess it can level up. You see my shields are going down and there's them shooting me. Right, okay, I'll pause it there. So we've actually taken damage in this area here, okay? So that is now, oh, that's a rock. Yep, that hit the hull. And you can see my hull's going down. If the hull gets to 0, obviously you explode. That is taking damage now. Now, if its systems is taking damage enough for it to affect the system, then it would show up either yellow on here, which basically means it's damaged and you're getting sort of half effect, or no, less effect than what it would normally have at full strength. And if it goes to 0, then obviously it's destroyed and such. Let's go back in there. But one thing is that you can't, it doesn't have like a health. So you can see that that is sparking away there. You can see it's sparking away on that console, but you wouldn't really know unless you actually had to look around. So there's no sort of enemies use the psionic shock, which is, oh, almost killed that guy. That's really, really bad. Let me keep firing here. There we go. Say target that. Job done. Right, so I'm managing to take their shields down. Looks like their shields are down. You can see it's in red now. Good, good. And my shields are getting hit as well. So I'm just trying to repair this thing. So it looks like it has been repaired. But yes, you just put like sort of engineer in there that actually repair. These guys can do it as well. Your melee guys can do it. You can see they have actually got a repair chance, but it's 0.5, or repair skill at 0.5, whereas these is yeah, repair 1. So it's like double. It's much better. That's my medibay up there, which obviously I'm using to heal everybody up. Let's just keep firing away here. I'm actually running out of missiles, which is not good. Let's just keep firing away. There we go. Looks like the shield is still down. Keep firing, keep firing, keep firing. Yeah, I'm still doing... Oh, it looks like they're trying to charge their hyper jump, which is not good. I want to keep firing away and hit their shields. Eventually, they're going to go down, mainly because of the rocks smashing into them. I don't think I'm going to fire another missile because if I'm honest with you, I don't really want to spend that much stuff on it. I want to keep my missiles. There we go, and more rocks hitting it. It's only got 2. That is 3. I guess it's 2 left. There's 2 in the final one, I guess. So, oh, there we go, and it's gone. Fantastic. It is exploded. Well, the sentry sure followed its programming properly. Check the wreckage. It was protecting. Oh, plus 39 credits, 26 experience, and 2 ores. Not bad at all. So crew member Milima Zaran is ready up. Basically, they've all leveled up, so we can go to ship if we want to. Actually, it's probably not a good idea to stay around here too long. Let's jump the ship to a different sector. We'll go to a military base. Excellent. So we should be able to buy things. So we'll go here. We can actually repair everything. So they will repair 5%, repairs hull completely. That says repair 5% hull. I think them buttons should be switched around. Probably, yeah. Them buttons are in the wrong place. We can also sell ore. I think it is, or is that buy? Or buy. Yeah, 1 unit of ore is worth 100 credits. That's wow. Yeah, I've got a lot of ore then. That's good. Right. So I can buy different systems, so I've got a nice little missile launch there. What I'm going to do instead, I'm going to close that. I will have a little chat with them in a moment, but I do want to go to my ship and go to crew, click on my captain, and level him up. It does cost 50 to do that, but that's okay. So we'll level up the captain, and what you'll see is his stats sort of beast up there, and there we go. So he's now level 2, his health has increased, his damage increased, firefighting, repair and stuff, and breach repair. Quite good. Don't know about any of the other statistics, like for example, if he's actually crewing a system or his skill in operating stuff. It doesn't really tell me any of that. You know, it just tells me like movement speed and firefighting speed and like melee and things like that. So I don't know if you actually have them crewing different systems. Like you can see, he's actually having a bit of a tap away there and, you know, operating that thing. I don't know if you move him away, if you get like less bonus or whatever. Tutorial is enough to tell you the basics, but not really adequate to go through it all. But as I said, early access and all that. Right, let's have another chat with the military base. They do have a missile launcher there, which is quite good. Other than there's another missiles. That's assault cannon. Standard rapid firing cannon. Shells are effective at penetrating shields. Ooh, not bad at all. I like the look of that. There's another missiles. There's small laser. There's more missiles, which is 200 for that one. Damage to systems 200%. Small swarm pod. First shot is the target, another hit and random buy. I'm gonna actually buy one of them. I'm gonna buy that other system there, so I'm gonna close that, go to ship, and go to systems, and we do probably need to level up our weapon system, so we'll upgrade that. There we go, max energy 1. How do we get? I want to swap them out. Swap it out for that, I think. There we go. Can you actually get a bigger weapon system? I don't know. There you go, max slots 2. Yeah, I think if you upgrade it further, the max slots will increase. Anyway, so I've pretty much spent all the money I really want to. Well, no, I've got a little bit more cash. I might as well go to ship, and I'm going to upgrade my... I'm going to level up my engineer. Obviously, the whole level up thing is a little bit basic because it's pretty much just, do you want to keep your crew at their level or pay them to get better? That's all it really is. That's all it really, you know, there's no option to say, oh, well, level them up in firefighting or this, that, or the other. Anyway, so we're going to go to, ooh, don't know what these are. So let's go to that one there. And this is you encounter a space barge that has been remodeled into an arena for gladiatorial contest by the sound of it. It's surrounded by an audience of spectator ships. The fight is about to begin. You still have time to place a bet. Well, I can't really try my luck because I've got no credit, so I guess fly on. Yeah, that's it. So jump. So where do you want to jump? I guess we'll go back over a little bit. And we'll go around. Obviously, we're not getting follow, which is not too bad. Jump completed successfully. No contacts found. We do have some ore presents, so we can either continue on, we can start mining, or we can remain in the current system. I'm just going to continue on because I haven't got enough money to actually do anything else. So, we've got some yellow gas clouds here. You detect a lone pirate ship. It's probably a scout, since most pirates prefer not to be beyond the sector's control. Attack the pirates because I can. Oh, that looks like a pretty funky ship. I do like some of the look of the ships and things like that in this. It is quite nice. Let's just focus fire. Do they have... That's a pirate scout, yeah, so it's unmanned, basically. So I'm going to focus fire on their shields, and we're going to say missiles. There we go, it looks like it's firing at me. Then I'm going to fire my sort of flat candy thing. And, ooh, that did quite well, that's pretty good. Let's fire their weapon systems. What's this? Yellow nebula. Reduce the crew movement speed and engines recharge speed. Oh, looks like they're hitting in there as well, so we need to repair that. So they are really slow? Yeah, they're actually slower. Interesting. Right, so we'll fire another missile at their shields just to make sure that they're still staying down. And, oh, we've taken a bit of damage in there. Look, so now actually what's happened is we've got a big hole in the system, as well as just a general broken area. So let's get everybody over there to repair that. We'll head over here and keep firing away. I haven't really had time to use my teleporter there. You can see on the top, it shows me that I've actually got one hull breach and my oxygen is going down. So a lot of the information, when it is presented very, very well. There's just a couple of occasions where you think, I really want that to be a bit more obvious. There we go, that's exploding. I don't know what that bit thing is there. That's a bit weird. They should never have gone beyond the borders of their pirate sector. So I've got some credits and I've got some experience. Not bad at all. So I'm going to bring everybody back here. You can see that's sparking away, but it doesn't show that there's actually damaged up the top, but it is. I know that it is damaged. So I'll bring people around, look for more sparks. I don't actually really mind that. It means that, you know, you actually are on the lookout for damaged stuff, but it would be nice maybe to have like a health bar or something, or even just a little marker to say, yeah, there's actually a little bit of damage on this one. Anyway, we'll jump and we'll go to, I guess we'll go at the hyperspace beacon and go to the next area. So we can jump, and we now get basically a choice of where we go. Actually, we don't. We just jump. So if we just go to our map, we can see we are now there. I'm trying to head to that bit there. Right, so again, just continue on. Let's go to another meteor swarm because I can. And you jump, perform a quick system-wide scan and find some presence of ores. I'm just going to continue on. I don't really want to sit here. I could go to a nice planet there. It does look quite nice, but it's also a dead end, so I'm going to go over here. I don't know if like the map can open up. It looks like everything's there. Let's stay and explore the asteroids. And suddenly you discover a pirate ship hiding on the asteroids immediately attacks you. That's not good. Ah, okay, but this is a bit different one. I'm going to unpause it. I'm going to pause it. Oh, it looks like they're firing a lot of rockets at me. They've got, looks like some sort of assault person. They've got like an assault drone here, as well as a captain and an engineer. So I could, if I wanted to, assault them. I'm going to take one of my engineers. I'll bring them. Do I want to do that? Probably a bad idea, actually. Probably a bad idea to do that. Let me just go over here and we're going to target their shields. We're going to do a focus fire and then unpause it and then we will fire. Oh, looks like my teleport is broken anyway. Looks like they fired right at my teleport. I don't think they wanted me over there. So keep firing away. Looks like they are. Oh, good grief. It looks like they're. Oh, my good. Yeah, their ship is just way more powerful than mine. Just keep firing against their shields because I really want to get their shields down. And once their shields are down, I can start targeting their weapons. Oh, my. I'm getting really hit hard here. Let me quickly move everything over to try and repair stuff. We'll get over there. More shots in their shields. They're at half health, but it's really damaged me. And I've managed to blow them up. Fantastic. That was actually quite ropey there because that could have gone any which way. Actually, sparks all on the edge there. You can see there's bits of the cowling coming off now that I'm getting shot. Right, so not looking overly great. I need to probably find some place where I can repair, but I'm going to mine the asteroid that's here. Oh. Mining drone suddenly deviates from its intended trajectory and crashes. To your amazement, it detects an abandoned settlement. I'll send a scout. One of your structures turns out to be something like a workshop. If you find you contain it with a weapon inside. Ooh, it's a small laser. Fantastic. Ooh, I like that. I do like some of the random events that you get. They are quite good. One of the bad things, especially when you look at like FTL, is that there's a finite amount of things you can find. I mean, obviously there's mods and other things to expand that, but once you've played it for about 70 odd to 100 hours like I have, there's things to sort of gel into one. You go, yeah, I've experienced this before. But the gameplay is solid enough that you can keep playing it. And yeah, I just hope that this one can sort of follow through on that one. Your course lies along an asteroid belt. One of the large asteroids, you can take a small base. Responding, oh, let's have a check. Crew checks the base. Seems Seems that Marauders visited more than once to carry off all the most interesting loot. So there's nothing there, sadly. But we've got a couple of experience and such. Again, we can we can just keep jumping and leveling up and finding different things. There's another system. I wonder why is there 2 stars in this system. It's a bit weird. Looks like there's a pirate chasing me here, so I'm gonna have to fight them. So let me just pause it for a second. We'll go over. Looks like they've got 2 sort of battle bots, which is not great. I could, if I want, assault them. But what would I assault them with? I guess I wouldn't really want to do that with my... I'll say I'll target their shields because we can. Oh my good grief. Looks like they've went straight through my shields and damaged my repair bay. Or my medic bay, I guess. What I want to do, there's their shots coming out there. And... oh my good grief, that looks like it's going to hurt because that goes straight through. And yep, it's starting to blatter away. I'm really getting damaged. There we go. It looks like I am doing okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the teleporter just for effect, just because I can. So, oh, it looks like they've hit me there as well. And there, teleport. So we teleport in and we start doing a bit of the old melee. So we start battering away there. Now, obviously, they're going to probably be a bit better than me because they are specifically built for melee or for combat and such. You can see my guy's actually being really, really hurt here. And it looks like he's going to die. Yeah, we've actually lost one. So let's just run this other guy away. Run away. Actually, can we kill one? We might be able to kill one. Yeah, we killed one, but we're going to run the other one away, and then we're going to teleport in, pause it, and then say, teleport? Why can't I teleport? There we go, we've teleported him away. So we've teleported him back over, but sadly he's, yeah, he's pretty much dead. We'll have to bring him over there. But you can see how deadly teleporting stuff is. Let me just keep firing away there. There's pretty much nothing left of their ship now, so a couple more shots and we'll actually take them out. But as I said, if I had killed all of their crew, I've done it a couple of times when I've killed all of their crew, and then it just goes, well done, you know, luck was on your side, but you've lost these people. That's what it would say, even though they're still over there. And we'll check the wreckage, you can see some experience, but sadly, we've lost some crew members. But there's a couple of people ready for level up and such. Anyway, I don't think I really need to show you much more of the game. It's it is what it is, right? I have, from what I've played, which as I said is only probably about an hour and a half now, you know, judging by the length of the video and the time I've played. Before this, I don't think it's bad. It's certainly not bad. I really like the way, I think that the aesthetic is going to put some people off because it's very stylized. You're either going to like it or hate it. It's presented very well. It's very clean. It's very polished. All the UI and everything, it's all there. And there's a lot, for an early access title, there's a lot here. Like, there's a lot of game by there. But it's just, I'm not sure the balance is there yet, which you would expect as an early access thing. There's been times when I've played and the first mission I've had my ship battered to 3/4 of its health, and there's times when I've, you know, progressed on and just not got the things I needed and just died because I can't get any further, and that's just how it is, you know. And there's, you know, there has been times when it's just really infuriating, and as I said, the whole teleport thing is, you know, a bit annoying as well, and you know, but I guess it is what it is. It's an early access title that is, you know, still in development and such. I guess if you're looking for FTL 2, you're not going to find it here. What you are going to find is a very, very solid grounding for a sort of, basically the same sort of game, for a game that allows you to have a crew and a ship and go from sector to sector and just explore. And it is a roguelike in that sense, and the thing is, you're probably going to like it if you like FTL, but I don't know whether you'll like it now. It just depends on whether you can put up with some of the bugs and stuff. As it stands, I think it's one of the most, it's probably got one of the most solid foundations I've ever seen for an early access title. Don't know how much legs it's got in at the moment, but you know, that's sort of up to you as well, how much you can stomach putting up with it, and if you just want to buy in now just to support developers and things like that. From what I've seen, it's a promising, very, very, very promising start. But that's all I can really say. As I said, I haven't played a great deal of it. Links in the description so you can check it out yourself. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.